Whole gang, whole lot of gang. I'm saying. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Yes sir, yes sir. It's time for some more peek. So the movie starts off and it's a cold winter day. Then we see a snowflake, but something I never noticed is that Whoville is actually located inside of a snowflake, but the town is bustling. Everyone is ecstatic because it's almost Christmas. Here we got Mr. Lou, the mailman out here hitting the Black Friday sale with his daughter Sydney Lou, who is nowhere to be found, but he pulls out this present and there she is holding up this oddly structurally sound stack of presents. All the Who's are just crashing out over this holiday season, but up north of Whoville lives the ultimate hater, the Grinch. We get up to his mountain and these kids done wandered off up to no good, and they must thought it was a myth or something. Fools shaking in their boots cause the shawties want them to knock on the door, but they not no nigga knocking gurus like how I was as a kid, cause soon as they got close, Max popped out the door with one of them Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics. We get inside the place and bro is a slop. Man's out here picking through straight garbage. Bro out here eating pag. No cap, if you don't know what that is, look it up and comment down below what you think of it. But the Grinch walks outside and was immediately on hooligan activity. He puts on this disguise and walks his tail down to Whoville. But what is this? Bro is clearly in disguise. Why is no one catching on to dude? So he makes a stroll through the city and this guy right here caught a stray. Bro Grinch lifted up the mask and hit dude with the SpongeBob one-liner. Fool out here catching bodies with the dookie breath. But we're back with the Loos, and the fools who were trying to be some YNs up on the Grinch's property pulled up screaming. Man said the Grinch's name and it was like somebody said Voldemort in this mug. Whole city came to a halt. The mayor came out the door like, who's slinging slurs in my city? Mans pulled Mr. Lou aside and told him to keep his boys in check. Now we're at the post office and Cindy asking why is the Grinch treated with so much discrimination. But bro so busy packing orders, he didn't even notice the Grinch done infiltrated the place. And he just over here hoeing people, mixing up the citizens' packages and mail. But Cindy is one nosy little girl, cause she walked in and now bro posted on the wall like a house cockroach. But she spots him and he scares her straight into the present smusher. But Max is like, heck nah, you might be a YN, but we ain't killing no little girls. So he snatches her out and scolds her. She said thanks for saving her, but he took a look back and took that as a diss because he's the epitome of evil in this Whoville life. So he makes sure to not leave before wrapping her up like a gift. The Who's get home and Miss Lou over here decorating the crib for the light show competition. But Martha May finna run it back with the third light show dub cause she pulls out the kablam and started letting loose on the crib. And this goofy Grinch just bored for real. Man's out here prank calling and jump. Max like, you are a grown man, my guy. But they go home jumping straight into the garbage chute. And it's crazy how they got the trash just getting sent and dumped straight on bro's crib. He gets inside and turns the lights on into place. And this mug is like some grimy layer. After putting his lingerie on, Mans pulls the x-ray over just to make sure he was still a grimy nigga. His heart is about the same size as a Reese's cup. And what we're going to witness next is one of the nastiest things I've seen in a rated E movie. Bro hit the recliner and took off the gooner socks, but them mugs hit the ground and started running away. You know how crusty and nasty them feet had to be for the socks to become sentient and scurry away? Then we get a glimpse of bro's loneliness, talking back and forth to himself. Even bro's echoes hating on him. We get back to town and Sydney Lou done turned into Sherlock Holmes. She went to the Grinch's old caretakers and they tell his whole childhood story. Back ages ago, the babies were being delivered from the sky. And quick question, if you wanted your baby like real fast, can you get like same day express shipping on the mugs? Anyways, we see the Grinch up here floating and it seems like he was on course for somewhere else. But this little menace been this way since birth and steals the path of one of the Who babies. Ain't no telling where old bro done landed, but he lands in this tree and was out there all night witnessing these fools have a Diddy party. But they finally get him in and he's noticeably different, but they took him in anyways. From a young age, bro been up to no good. But Cindy makes her rounds around the town and we see they was really hating on the Grinch as a kid. But my boy got that natural game though, I know that. Had Martha May on lock from a young age. But for once, bro got into the Christmas spirit and built a tree topper ornament to give Martha at class, but then proceeded to do the most unfortunate act he could and pulled out the clippers, trying to give himself a fresh cut because everyone be roasting him with the hair. No cap, he should have knew this was a bad idea. Look at these clippers. These are not no Andes pros. What, they out here shearing sheep? but bro pulled up to school the next day with a paper bag on his head, and from here, I knew he was chopped. Man's doing whatever he can not to show everyone his face, but they flame him again, and bro chose violence. He wrecked the whole school, but honestly, it was these little turds' fault. So after that day, he left town and went straight up into the mountains where he's been ever since. But after the smooth transition, we see bro outside with the census of the citizens, just so he could scream how much he hates each and every one of these fools personally. Back in the city, everyone's ready to nominate their holiday cheermeister, but suddenly, Sydney was on timing and nominated the Grinch, had the citizens flabbergasted, but she knew her stuff and started spitting facts about that Whoville lore. Actually, anyone can be nominated as the Cheermeister, no matter how different of a who they are. Had the mayor looking crazy, fumbling and mumbling cause he a hater. She was like, "You're capped up," but she defended the Grinch to the furthest extent. Now we're back with our guy, and he having nightmares from these Christmas jingles. Meanwhile, Sydney done climbed up the mountain to go invite the Grinch to the jubilation herself. And what is bro doing in here crashing out? She sneaks into bro's crib through the doggy door and is witnessing a crackhead at work. But when she interrupted, "Who the freak are you, little girl?" He over here trying to frighten her, but she is not scared of bro. She literally getting a cackle out of his doodle bobbery. Bro breaking the fourth wall like Deadpool over here. "Ah, these kids today, stuck on these iPads. They're so desensitized to a true menace." But she gave bro his Cheermeister invite and he wasn't hearing it. But as soon as she mentioned an award, bro was ecstatic. Now he wants all the details on the celebration. Fool ain't never won nothing in his life, but he accepted the invite and dropped her down through the garbage chute. Man's out here scanning through his schedule and it's full of a bunch of nothing. Bro over here talking about he has a stare into the abyss appointment at 4:30. But this fool's so stupid. Got me over here cracking up. But of course he ain't really got nothing to do and gets dressed for the jubilation. Back down in Whoville, they getting ready to give out the Cheermeister award and bro is nowhere to be found. He up here wasting time contemplating if he want to go or not because he doesn't want to get double crossed again like when he was a kid. But Max sent him down the garbage chute and the mayor over here trying to swindle the award with that old sensu bean head. Then Grinch came flying out the chute like a rocket and Looney Tune crashed his way straight into some Martha May boobies. Bro gets up and the crowd on their P's and Q's cause they ain't expect bro to come down that mountain for real. But before bro can get his award, he has to greet his old caretakers and they put bro in the ugly sweater. Now they swinging him around doing all these Cheermeister events, putting all kinds of pudding in his mouth. Then this fool right here literally brings me to tears laughing. I never noticed this as a kid, but while bro was getting fed all the pudding, bro said,
This is not pudding.
"It's not pudding? Then what is it, nigga? It better not be what I think it is." But after doing all the events, it's finally time to give the holiday Cheermeister award to bro. To no avail though. The mayor been a grimy goofy since they were kids. He gives bro a gift and it was a pair of clippers. Now the town over here cackling at bro. Dude caught them devious flashbacks like some PTSD and reverted back to his crash out state. And then the mayor tried to take the Grinch's old shawty in front of everyone too. Out here flexing that mayor check with the ring and car combo. But the Grinch wasn't having it and gave them all the speech they needed to hear. Then proceeded to grab the mistletoe and put it to his butt for them to kiss it. Then gave Manz the inverted mohawk and wreaks havoc on the rest of the jubilation. But honestly, once again, it's all their fault. Bro was really trying to change and then they go hating on dude. The whole city's in disarray and somehow we get an explosion scene. Fast forward a bit and the mayor really over here gaslighting Mr. Lou family because his kids' involvement with the Grinch. But Manz gets back home and he knew it was up because when these fours hit zero, the Christmas noise he would hear that day would be unbearable. So he devised a plan. A truly devious plan. He started making a Santa costume and started singing the infamous Grinch theme song. But during this whole escapade, he creates this nigga rigged Santa sleigh out of scraps. I didn't know bro was such a genius. But he scopes out the real Santa and waits for his moment. As soon as bro finishes up his rounds, the Grinch gets in his rocket sleigh and him and Max get to moving down the mountain. After getting control of the sleigh, he lands right on the Lou's roof. Got the parents so hyped, they went straight back to sleep not knowing a menace was entering the chat. Man's out here hitting the Simone Biles routine trying to get in the chimney, but got stuck, trying to blame it on the water weight. Nah, you ain't slick. One too many Popeyes biscuits I see. But he shimmies down the chimney and released these stocking-eating moths. Then put a vacuum down that mug to take the presents. Man's out here playing football with the turkey. Like, come on, man. That's too far now. You can't be tarnishing the good eats. But Cindy comes down for some water and spots bro. And he's so smooth with the cap, he impersonated Santa on the spot. But when bro stuck his head out the tree, I was like, come on now, Sydney. This fool is clearly not Santa. The fool is green, for crying out loud. But he sent little girl on her way and then proceeded to wreak more havoc. Stole their whole tree. Fool ain't just stealing Christmas. Bro really robbing these Whoville citizens of all their belongings. And you know when he got to the mayor's place, it was on sight. Got his get back by making bro kiss Max's butthole. After some time, bro has completely ransacked all of Whoville of anything Christmas. But I guess bro didn't bring no gas cause his sleigh was on E. So he makes Max pull this heavy old sleigh all the way up Mount Crumpet. And when they get to the top, he then goes on to witness the downfall of Whoville. But when the mayor started crashing out on the loose again, the dad had enough of this bull. He defended his family and told everyone Christmas ain't even about the gifts anyway. It's about spending time with your family and friends, bonding and junk. So the citizens get their Christmas cheer back and Sydney wanders off to see the Grinch. She comes out the chute and bro is up top finishing his plan. He's gonna throw all the presents off the cliff, but then he heard that little tune. He looked down and the Who's are over here singing like nothing even happened. This makes the Grinch realize what the true meaning of Christmas is.
Christmas doesn't come from a star.
That thought gave bro a heart attack, got him flying back like someone sniped him, but it's actually his heart beating and growing in size. Now bro over here crying like that fool who fell off them crates.
When I came down,
But all that good feeling stuff had to come to a halt because bro has to stop the presents from falling to their doom. So he skedaddles up there to grab the sleigh from falling, but not even his strength could stop it. Then Cindy popped her little head over the presents and the Grinch knew he had to lock in or she was straight cookies. So he found the strength and not only pulled the gifts back up, but lifted the mugs over his head. What is this fool's training regimen? Put me on. I need that strength. So they slide down the mountain coming in hot and the citizens are trying to help to slow it down and it stops right in time before greasing Mr. Lou. The Grinch gives everyone their presents back and now is a changed man. He apologizes to everyone and even his shawty decides to claim him now. And he laughed all in the mayor's face when she gave that ring back. The city then goes on to celebrate Christmas the right way and brings out the good eats for the Who feast. And it was happily ever after from then on in Whoville. Hey, JMF, once again, I love y'all and we moving. Like, comment, subscribe, and go on bow them heads. I'm sure most of y'all know this prayer, so follow along with me. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever. Thank you, dear Lord. Amen. See ya.
Jutsu Mafia, hidden technique.
that mean no chase her back, yeah. Taking the sin out the wall, that mean no take her back, yeah.